to be liberated.
Well, this is going to be interesting because if Milroy's midway, presumably he's brought AP bombs, right?
Well, we'll see.
We'll see, but presumably he has. If he has, he can do nasty things to those Des Moines if he can catch them without their defensive fire available.
Also, do you notice something missing from our team comp?
You have no destroyer. That's fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be very curious to see how Castaways plays this one.
Yep. Well, if they do what they've done in the previous matches, it's pretty much going to be a hard push on one side. And, well, it's too early to tell right now since they kind of are going towards A or B.
Well, let's see. We've got Zed charging. See, again, Zed52, I think, in my mind, has the same problem that Shimakaze does. It doesn't have any AA. It's totally reliant on its team to defend it from aerial attack. Now, if they're going to keep the Zed and the Grows together and work them as a unit, that's a decent pairing because the Grows' AA plus the Zed's Hydro will be a brutal combination. But let's see what happens. Zed and Grozavoy right now moving up the 4 line. In fact, the entire team moving north. Not one single ship is headed to C from the CYPHR side of the map.
Huh. So they're all in on A and leaving C for us.
They're all in on A as the destroyers look like they're going to head to B.
Okay. Well, besides the usual spotting, it looks like we have 2 Des Moines going directly into B? That's very aggressive.
That's pretty ballsy.
Yep, we have 3 Des Moines, 1 Zhao, and Republic heading towards A. So 5 ships going to A, and 3 ships going to B. So apparently no one's investing anything into C this game. Okay.
I keep looking just super pensive because my brain is trying to process what I'm looking at and understand what's happening.
Well, Protocol is going to be able to get behind that spot, but he's already paid about
about a quarter of his HP to get in there. More coming in, more shells continuing to fall. There's half his health. My fear is that he's going to get in there, but he'll never get out again. With that much radar, they can basically just keep him radared for eternity.
And
he is at about a half
Des
HP.
Moines might be able to get an angle on here. Revolting Monk and Ironclad. I don't know if you can see them, but they're
I
on
can see Radio
C5.
Arsenic. Radon Arsenic I can see.
Yeah, that's because he's charging into the cap.
Yes.
He's going to lose half his health, but he can at least recover. Z52 can't.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Captain Screws, decent hit there.
Oh, man. It's going to be a mess over here at A.
Wow, this is going to be just a giant American Rumble. 2 Des Moines, a Zhao, and a Republic moving in towards the A cap here for Castaways, as Grozavoy, Des Moines, Worcester, and Henri already in position to fight back. Wow, what a Rumble this is going to be, guys.
Mm-hmm. But first, we have to take care of a few things to set up. It looks like Z52 is indeed trapped, and
he's not going anywhere.
To go.
Yeah, he'll never get out of that cap alive, if he gets out of it at all.
Well, we do have a Revolting Monk charging across A. It's very aggressive. I think that might be too aggressive.
Well, he does have some torpedoes coming in. I don't know if he has them on Hydro. He's going to thread them nicely.
No Hydro. He just happens to be in the middle of the spread.
All skill, no luck. Solid hit there.
Chunk. I don't know if he can get through this because there's just so much fire onto him.
These guys, the cast plan seems to be to just shove these Des Moines down everyone's throat. No one sent a ship to sea. Not one. Neither team. Revolving Monk looks like he's going to be the first casualty of the game, showing a beautiful broadside to RS Des Moines here. There he goes.
Yes. And he is our first casualty, as we ignore 1/3 of the map. Oh, and Z52 looks like he's just going to do a torpedo.
What is
torpedo rush here?
Going out there is suicide. What is he doing? Yeah, look at that. He took 9K from the Montana. There he goes.
10K, and he goes down for free.
That was not worth it.
Mm-mm. So, okay, so it looks like we're not really focusing fire, but it looks like we got one of your Montanas down at half HP. We're forcing him to bail behind the E4 island.
Ooh, Chip takes a solid hit there, down on about 6,000 HE. Sorry, 6,000 health. He's got to be a focus target. They're not calling him, but Jimador's Henri is definitely on him.
I don't know if
I lied. Jimador is firing at Ironclad Primus.
All right, we're going to capture B here in a sec. There's no
Yes,
way
you
you
are.
guys can stop us.
Nope, too many ships. No way to reset everybody. Well, 5 minutes
looks like-
gone. One casualty and one casualty for each team.
It looks like Chip might be... Yeah, he's concealed. No one's firing.
Interesting. He just fired, so he spotted again. He did heal up a little bit.
That's a bit dangerous. You don't want to get 15k through the front by the Montana. Looks like Ironclad, he is just sitting in the middle of... Not even in the cap. He's just kind of sitting here.
Yeah.
A bit exposed. But then again, no one has his broadside, so he can stay here for a bit longer. Oh, yeah, apparently we have an unspotted Wooster that was last spotted at H3. Is he going for the C cap?
It looks that way. He is turning east down the H line. And here comes the bomber strike. Mustangs Montana trying to get out of the line of fire here. Lots of AA trying to help him out between the Wooster, the Des Moines close aboard. Now, I find it interesting.
All right, they get the torpedo bombers, but he just gets shows broadside to Montana.
The
so
torpedo bombers. He's trying to turn to avoid the torpedo bombers, but that was the wrong play because he had plenty of AA to kill them. He needed to hold his course and trust his team's AA, but the turn is what killed him.
All right, Cass, we are trying to push off of B. So you could say we are casting off of B.
Indeed, Cass looks as if they're trying to push through B. Right on Arsenic's Des Moines now under a tremendous amount of focus fire.
I think he might be regretting it.
Well, we'll see.
Like
He's definitely exposed. He is reversing.
Well, we are trading pretty well against our Wooster.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Wooster is looking pretty beat up.
But Radon may go down first.
Well, we'll see. Wooster's rate of fire might win out here. Two Woosters focusing Radon's Des Moines.
And he is going to go
Looks like
down.
there he goes. Well, that evens us back up, but Castaway's still in the lead on the strength of their B cap.
Okay, so we have a Zhao over on the A line. He's pretty badly hurt, so don't expect him to make too many aggressive plays. We have Ironclad and Chippin that's heading directly for the D.
Chippin just got massively hammered. More shells coming in now. I think he's out. Nope, he's armor. His armor shugs them off. They need to get shots on him. They are calling for focus fire.
And there's nowhere for a Chippin to hide.
No, he's stuck out in the middle on less than 2,000 HP. All he's got to do is get dinged up. I said the Grozavoy's on him now. Grozavoy AP at that range is still pretty lethal. There he goes, 489.
Oh. RS2 has extended a little bit too far.
Yeah, a little too far. Grozavoy does bag the Des Moines, but RS2 is going to go out. Maybe? He's on fire.
Maybe. He is on fire. He might run out right here. Oh, we get the Wooster and maybe RS.
Ironclad Primus takes a big chunk. This is just a brawl.
No cap, kill all.
It's looking that way, isn't it?
And apparently, no one's realized that C-Cap has been undefended for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Castaway's working on about a 250-point lead here as we approach the halfway mark of the match, but it's the strength of that one B-Cap and all the kills they've racked up.
Cast is...
Grozavoy getting beat up pretty badly here, trying to smoke and hide. I assume
heal.
Well, I also assume Ironclad's radar is available. It's not going to matter. Spruance is going to go out right here. There he goes.
Yep.
Advanced team my ass.
A lot of Cast's ships are pretty well damaged, but I don't see anything that can be picked off pretty...
Well, I think that's the trick, right? Like, Primus is probably the only one who's decent. Solid torpedo strike there on the Montana. As the AA starts to die off the map, the carriers become more potent. And most of the AA ships are down. for CYPHR.
Yep, and of course, after getting focused by 2 Des Moines, it's not going to end well for him at this rate. Oh, looks like your is trying to pick off our Des Moines here.
And he does get him.
AP'd.
Does get him.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like the homeless Montana is able to sneak by, so he might be able to live a little bit longer if he can keep that island in between him and the Republic.
That's the key. He's got to keep moving forward to keep that Republic pinned between that island between him and the Republic. Now it looks like we're trying to get a torp strike in on the Republic. This could be ugly.
Let's see. Gary needs to land that strike.
Yes, he does.
Somebody. It's under DFAA.
Yeah, but he's still going to land a lot of these.
It's gonna be
1, 2, 3. Looks like 3.
Yep, that's it.
That's if he floods out, that's enough. There he goes. That's a clutch play.
Onto him.
That's a clutch play. They needed those points. It does even the ship kills. Both teams with 4 ships surviving on the board. As with 11 minutes gone, CYPHR bags their first cap.
I kind of find it ironic that A never got taken.
I do.
They were fighting for it the entire game.
As much firepower as was traded over that cap.
Unfortunately, Montana's without support, so
yeah, CYPHR's all. Homeless dude is. Yeah, homeless dude is all by himself just to get run off the board, and it's only a matter of time before they land enough shells to do it. Really.
Or torpedo bombers.
Or torpedo bombers. Here they come. Yeah, and the CYPHR. Oh, he's got some fighters. Let's just say he had no fighters nearby, but here they come. Homeless dude is on fire again. A really good strafe.
Very good strafe.
It's not going to matter. Homeless dude's going to die before it matters. Oof.
Okay, that was a bloodbath at A and B.
Total bloodbath. But what's interesting to me is that the cast ships are retreating. Now, I suppose some of that's the factor of they don't need to push up. They've got a comfortable lead, almost 400 points. But the Worcester is about to get onto the B cap, and he's going to be hard to spot because he's going to drive planes away.
Well, Cast has quite a bit of time, so I think they're just trying to group up and just go ahead and take it.
They do have time on their side with this lead, right? No question. Their point gains are about to stop, but they still have a pretty solid lead in terms of overall points, right?
Worcester is going to have to play it very carefully since Cass still has that Montana, and one small mistake could be the end for Worcester.
Indeed. I'm a little surprised to see him holding his course and not turning back for the Henri and some mutual support. Big strike coming in now. They're going to find him momentarily, probably before he caps. It looks like he's trying to make a beeline for this island cover, but you know the Montana has to be out there looking for him. You know it. Just waiting to get this shot. Worcester's finally turning, but I think it's going to come too late.
Oh,
Montana shells are coming.
We lose quite a bit of planes on that straight. I don't think anything's going to make it.
Montana strike is fairly ineffective, and he does succeed in bagging B. A very ballsy play. Probably about the only one that CYPHR really had, as they're now the only ones ticking up points.
All right. Well, they're trying to get the Henry behind that island. It looks pretty safe from that position, at least until Des Moines gets around. But yeah, now this is going to force Cass to actually play a little bit more aggressively.
Indeed, they've got to make a play now. It does look like Captain Screws is going to drive right into A and start capping.
Uh-oh.
Now,
these are AP bombs.
They are indeed, and he is all by himself, damaged. Got to be down a few AA mounts. This could end badly.
Yep, time to play the RNG game. Will he get struck through defensive fire?
Doesn't look like defensive fire is up. In fact, it looks as if he's... Oh, there's some bombs.
Ooh.
Yep, he's going to be out. These torps are going to bag him.
Doesn't even need a second wave of bombers.
Wow.
All right, that's a very important kill.
That's a huge kill, because what was quite a solid lead is now narrowed as CYPHR continuing to be the only one that's racking up points. But these cruisers have got to be running low on heals.
Most likely, but their position is quite good.
The Henry's position is pretty good.
Very safe.
A
Yep.
crowbar would come in handy
And
right
we haven't
about
seen the
now.
Wooster for a bit.
Wooster's backed off. He's in F4, back behind the cap. He's dark. But he's only on about 5,000 HP.
So I guess he'll be staying dark for the rest of the game. Oh, and where is your midway? Because he was last spotted in the C cap on
Well,
H9.
he's in G10. He's trying to turn. It looks like he's trying to turn south. He's about to put a bunch of torps into the Montana, who doesn't seem the least fussed. He is stopping. He's going to eat 2 of those. And not take home any of the bombers. He's flooding. That's interesting. Now the Wooster opens up. That might not be a great play. Because it's probably... Ooh, he got lucky there. Montana stopped his flood.
But the problem is, Montana's only at 15k. If he can't take out the Wooster or the Henry, he's just going to die here.
Well, the Wooster is in trouble. He's on 3k, 1400, and still running 800 HP. The Zhao is going to bag him sooner or later. It has to happen. Hasn't happened yet, though. The game's about to be tied with 3.5 minutes to play.
Well, we'll see what happens, because Henry has to play this carefully, otherwise he's going
to get wrecked, I know. The midway, your midway, is now capping A. Both teams just trying to scratch out a win as CYPHR moves out to a 6-point lead and widening on the basis of right now, they're the only ones ticking up points.
Well, I don't see any planes coming out from our midway. He might be out.
I don't know. Nope, there's bombers now. Our midway's got more bombers coming in the air. AP bombers and torpedo bombers getting off the deck right now.
Well, hopefully Zhao will have his DFAA up. Otherwise, it could end badly for either.
Zhao Torp's seat are now spotted north of the island to B. It looks like they expected the Henri to run, and he's not running. Uh-oh.
Nope.
A big AP salvo out at the Wooster. This could be the end of him.
And it is.
Yep.
End.
Big kill for Cass. They needed those points.
Now Henry is stuck with nowhere to go.
Well, the Henri is a really tough position. They're gonna pincer him around this island if the Zhao doesn't outright kill him, which he just did.
Ooh.
So now it's up to Milroy's midway to try and salvage this game, and all he can do is kill things. He cannot win by caps at this stage. He has to kill both of these ships and then hopefully, maybe, try to find his way through the remaining midway, but he's only got 2.5 minutes to do it. I don't think it's going to happen.
Uh-oh. Well, he has another wave of bombers coming in.
He does.
I would direct it towards Montana since he's about to cap. I don't
Maybe.
know
I would have sent the torpedo bombers to the Montana as well. The AP bombs might wipe out the Zhao in a single salvo, so I think that's worth the risk, but I think the torpedo bombers to the Montana is the right play. He needs to tag both of these ships because they're about to cap B. Yeah, they can't afford that.
I don't think Midway even has enough time for a strike.
He does. There's 2 minutes left. Okay, his other torpedo bombers are coming in on the midway. He's going to do a double torpedo strike here. He might bag both ships. Is that going to be enough? I don't know. Oh, the Zhao does have his DF up now. Only one of these torpedoes is going to survive to get into the water. That is not going to be enough.
That's not going to be... Montana is going to... Most likely, yeah, he's going down.
Montana's going out. He's going to eat all 3. He's going to eat at least 2 of these. Yep, there you go. If he'd been able to bag the Zhao, it might have made a difference, but I don't think so. With 70 seconds left, I think it's pretty convincing to me that Cass is going to walk away with a win here on what was a bizarre and brutal game.
Even if he kills Zhao at this point, the point difference is just too great. Yeah, that was a very interesting game. Now we're just going to wait for the clock to tick down as everyone just moves their ships around. Nothing really happens.
Someone just pointed out to me my overlay was wrong, and you know what? They're exactly correct. My overlay is wrong. Gotta fix that here.
Hey, we all learn from mistakes.
There we go. Now my overlay's right. I'll get it right next time. Because there will be a game 2. We'll be going to game 2 here shortly. It was a fun game to cast, but what a brutal game to watch.
Also, they were pretty generous by localizing all of it on B. Never had to switch back to C this time.
That's true. Made it very easy to show. Cast here will walk away with game 1 momentarily, and we'll be off to, what is our next map?
So it looks like the 5 Des Moines
Sleeping
Liberation
Giants.
strategy works out for Cast. Let's see if they do it again.
It does indeed. Whew, look at those plane kills.